what you can and cannot eat. This is a high quality guide that I put together like 6 months ago for my clients. I actually provide my clients with actual education. I don't just tell them what to do. I tell them, like, I try to explain to them why you should do certain things so they could keep that with them long term for their fitness. And when I made this guide 6 months ago, since then, I've remade a whole new course material and provided that to my clients, which means this is now outdated. And I'm going to provide this to you. It's not that outdated, like it's just fitness, nothing really changes. But I'm actually like, since I have new material that I provided to my clients, I could provide, like, I could actually give you guys this same old presentation now, and hopefully it has the same impact on you. So, respect to you for actually choosing to click on this and watch it. This is going to be an unedited guide. It's designed to help you improve your health instead of watching, like, clickbait Mr. Beast videos, or you could be watching TV, you could be scrolling TikTok or Instagram right now. Could be fucking watching porn or doing some weird shit. Like, respect to you if you're actually sitting here right now and taking some time to improve your mindset so you can improve your life. And if you're actually able to sit here and watch unedited guides, like shit that doesn't have like all these flashy animations and sound effects and stuff like that, you have a 1% attention span. Congrats to you, because nowadays, like with the way social media is working, everybody has a fried attention span because everybody's competing for your attention. So if you actually have the ability to sit there and watch this whole video full screened without doing some extra bullshit, respect to you. So, quick introduction for those of you who don't know who I am. My name is cainmcgary. I am an online fitness coach. You could tell this guide is pretty dated. I changed my mission since I wrote this stuff, but basically my goal is just to help people improve their lives, mainly through the physical aspect, which will lead into like a better mental health. But right now, I help young men build an aesthetic physique and also become stronger. I wanted to do mindset coaching, but not really at that point yet. So if you do want to hear like mindset tips and like how I go about thinking about stuff when it either that be like business or health and fitness or just like my overall life, follow me on Instagram at cainmcgary. That's where I'm posting daily reels, fitness reels. But on my story, I'm actually posting like what I'm going through on the day to day life, what I'm thinking about on the day to day life, what type of mindset do I have that allows me to be fucking, oh, I hit you with the double bicep flex real quick. What mindset allows me to be ripped as fuck right now? So as you guys see, like this is the first, like one of the very first guides I've made for my clients. So don't worry about this stuff. Basically, just get right into it. This guide is called "What You Can versus What You Cannot Eat." I'm sorry if you hear fucking children screaming outside. I think they're like playing soccer or some shit. Um, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and get into it. What kind of caused me to start gaining weight? For those of you who don't really know about my transformation, I started off kind of just like skinny fat. Like at this picture right here in this corner, I was working out for a year straight, like a year straight, and I made no progress. Like I literally looked like this for like months, bro. And it wasn't until I worked with my first personal trainer at Vasa Fitness. I got a job there and got the ability to work with one of these trainers for free. He offered it to me. So, bro gave me a workout plan. He taught me how to track my macros. He told me what I should and should not be eating. And he held me accountable every single day. Like he would check up on he would just grab my phone and just be like, open up your MyFitnessPal right now, bro. And he would look through what I was eating and then like start questioning. He'd be like, bro, why the fuck did you not get enough calories and protein yesterday? And then when I would tell him, he would just tell me what to do better. And since that moment, I actually started making progress in my life. I was weighing everything I was eating to the gram to make sure I was hitting my protein and calories. I was doing everything that I needed to do. And I was working out. And because of that, I actually started making progress for the first time in my life. I was like building a like actual muscle, building up my physique. And I don't know what happened like during this point in time in 2023, but I just decided I needed to focus a little bit more on work. I need to get my bread up. So I was just like, all right, work only, fuck the gym, fuck the diet. I still work out consistently. uh, so yeah, when I did that, I was just eating anything processed, mostly shit from like the vending machines at work and stuff. I wasn't really tracking my food. I was just kind of thinking like I need protein, so a protein shake a day with some meat, and then my first breakfast will be bacon and eggs. And I was just eyeballing it. I had no clue if I was eating enough protein. how many calories I was eating. Clearly, I was overeating on calories because this is where my physique ended up. And I was boxing during this point in time too. I wasn't boxing during this point in time. I was just eating healthy, eating correctly, tracking all my food. When I quit doing that shit, and like I even started working out harder, I was like boxing, lifting weights, doing all this shit. Look at my physique. I look fat. I have man titties. I have damn near love handles going over the side. Look at how puffy my face looks in that picture. Like, look at me right now. I have a puffy face. I'm not gonna lie, but like in this picture, like you can literally just see it in my cheeks. Like I just look inflamed. So that's kind of what caused me to start gaining weight. I quit doing the things that got me to where I needed to do, and I was literally just eating anything processed, even while still eating healthy. Uh, like I said, I was at work just getting shit from the vending machines. This is what my typical lunch looked like at work because I did a meal prep. I didn't pack anything, and these are like the healthier options from the gas station. Like look, it's just like literally like a fucking turkey sandwich. It's got like 530 calories, 42 grams of protein. Should be healthy, right? Why was I big as hell when I was eating shit that's just like I was eating from my macros? I was kind of eating the healthy stuff. Why was my physique looking like shit? It couldn't have just been the chips. It might have been the chips. But like I think it was truly the seed oils that was keeping me big. Like they be putting some shit in this gas station food that keeps you big as hell. And like, look, I have a poppy soda, a little turkey sandwich, a little bag of chips. I'm working a physically active job. Like I'm in the warehouse of FedEx right here, where I'd be lifting like anywhere from 10 to 150-pound boxes for 8 hours straight while still working out and boxing. Why did my physique look like shit despite how active I was? Because my bad. You guys could tell this is the old president. I made this a fuck ton like a long time ago. But what changes to my diet allowed me to get kind of ripped and lean? I like when I very first started getting in shape and stuff, I would never eat processed food. My dad did not raise me on that shit. There was actually a point in time where my dad threw out anything that was processed, and all we ate was like meat and vegetables growing up. So when I finally did start what you call it, when I did actually start eating bullshit like this, I believe that is what actually caused me to get big as hell. Like because I was still like literally, like I told you guys, working this physical ass job. I'm still working out mostly every other day and boxing every other day, and I was still fat. I was like fucking like literally in my face, like and like when I took my shirt off, I was like, damn, bro, I got man titties. When I took that picture right there, I didn't know that it would lead to all this, but I remember when I looked in the mirror and I was like, fuck, bro, I let myself go. I'm gonna take a picture of this moment because this picture right here of me fat as fuck in the mirror. I was like, this picture is gonna make me money later because I'm gonna get in shape, kind of tell my story, this and that. I didn't know I was gonna become a fitness coach, like legit. I thought I was gonna become just some random ass entrepreneur, but I knew that this picture was gonna have some meaning because I was like, bro, why, how the fuck did I get so out of shape right here? It's because I was just eating bullshit food. So what are the actual like true diets that or like what changes did I start making that allowed me to start actually getting in shape, getting to the point where I am right now? I switched up my diet to like the simple diet slash entrepreneur diet, and then I also started tracking my food again. If you guys are tracking, you're fucking slacking. But right now we're gonna go over what is the simple slash entrepreneur diet. So the simple, I'm just call it the simple diet. So the simple diet is basically you're just gonna eat whole foods, basically. Eliminate anything processed that has like multi ingredients just for 30 days. Just literally eat whole foods like fucking potato, chicken breast, apple, oats, raw honey. Anything that has one ingredient when you like turn it over and you look at the nutrition label on the back, it should literally just be what you call it, just one single ingredient. But let's say you do like want something like let's say unorthodox, like you want pizza, you want spaghetti, you want fucking chick pasta alfredo or some shit. You can have it. You just got to make it yourself from those single ingredient foods that I just told you. You cannot buy anything processed now. You can't go to the fucking store and get some frozen spaghetti meatball dinner. You got to go home and make that shit yourself. You can't just buy a DiGiorno oven baked pizza from the store. You need to go figure out how to make dough. It's pretty easy. It's just flour, water, salt, and yeast. Learn how to make dough. Grab some cheese. Learn how to make fucking like pasta, like red sauce for pizza, get some pepperoni, learn how to make a pizza yourself. Cooking is a skill. You should not be able to just eat whatever the fuck you want without having the skill to be able to cook it. You need to earn that right. And that's why a lot of niggas are fat as fucking out of shape nowadays. They just eat for pleasure. They're just eating for pleasure. Imagine the version of you that has to, whenever you want some unhealthy shit, you have to make it yourself. You're probably going to eat a lot less unhealthy shit. Like every time, if I truly wanted a brownie right now, I am not going to go to the store and buy a fucking brownie. I'm going to sit here, look up a brownie recipe online, see if I have the ingredients to make it, and then see if it's even worth the trouble of making. Because like, if I actually like go through all that and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, do I really want the brownie, or am I just like kind of going through a craving right now? Like literally, that one change could like fix so much shit. So it's the opposite of like the traditional food pyramid, basically, which I could make a whole future presentation on this. But when we were all raised, we were told to like eat hella bread, cereals, rice, uh, have fruits and veggies. You know, those are important. Have meat, eggs, kind of sparingly. They said like your portion sizes should be mostly carbs and bullshit, and then barely have any fats and oils. I think that's bullshit. This is the food pyramid I follow. Up here, there's another triangle. That shit says liver. So I cut it out because I'm never going to eat liver. But this is one I follow. This is made by a YouTuber. His name is Call Ram. Very smart educational guy who teaches dudes how to like level up their testosterone and mindset. But basically, this is the food pyramid that all of you guys should be following. Red meat, everything at the bottom are like the essentials. This is the base of your diet. This is where it should be like a huge ass majority of your diet. It should be red meats, because like red meats are just like high in healthy fats, healthy saturated fats that are good for your testosterone. You need eggs. Eggs are like fucking nutrition grenades, bro. High in like every nutrient that you could ever need could come from the egg. Carrots, high in they're called beta carotenes. They're good for just like flushing out toxins and stuff like that. And then they also contain some other shit that gives you like good looking skin. I'm brown, so eating carrots is good for me. If you're like very pale, start eating some carrots and you'll actually start developing a better skin tone if you're like very pale. But then like poultry and pork, exact same level in terms of like protein quality, but the fat quality isn't as good. It's not like healthy fats, but there are fats in there. And then you got fruits go hard. And then, you know, raw milk, raw honey, vegetables. That's what makes up a healthy diet. Anything like processed, fucking guar gum, fucking anything else that's being added into your food, soybean oil, that bullshit, you don't want it. Oh, and then the middle thing of like all this is fats, because that's what you cook your food of. But tracking. If you are not tracking, you're slacking. Um, because once you actually start eating the right foods, how do you know how much of it do you need to eat? You need to start tracking, and this is a very prevalent quote in my life because I'm actually am being mentored by Brandon Carter, but in terms of every aspect of anything, if you're not tracking, you don't care about it. Humans perform better when they know someone's like watching them. Like if you're at work and your boss starts standing behind you, you just work a little bit harder. Doesn't even matter if you fucking care about the job, you hate the job. If the nigga's just standing behind you, you're just gonna work a little bit harder just for the fact that he's there. By literally looking at your own diet on my fitness pal, it's gonna like kind of give that to you externally, internally, I guess, externally. I don't know how to explain that, but like same concept. You are watching your own diet now, which means you're just automatically going to make a little bit better decisions because you know that like you're watching. You're not just like mindlessly going through your day, eating some Oreos and forgetting about it. If you want some Oreos, you need to actually consciously think, okay, I'm gonna eat these Oreos and then track it in my fitness pal and see what it does to my goals. Is it going to fucking be too high calorie and then prevent me from getting my protein while staying in a healthy range? Is like you'll see that shit, and because of that, you'll make better decisions just because like you have the data and you're looking at it now. It's like you're watching over yourself. You're being the teacher in the room of students, keeping the order. Because you know, for those of you guys who went to school, I'm assuming everybody. Whenever the teacher left, tell me not, bro. Niggas started acting crazy, bro. Niggas started like they didn't know how to act. So the protocol for you, hopefully I can make this actionable, is this is what you can eat. Remember, I told you guys whole single foods. You guys want to be eating shit like rice, steak, potato. I'll have like 85% dark chocolate with like some tea or coffee. Way better than any candy that's full of fucking red 40, aspartame, soufflame, potassium, fucking sucralose, and all this cancer causing shit that's making you unable to fucking think and making your physique look like shit. Just get some dark chocolate and raw honey and have those two together, and I guarantee you'll have way more, like a way better spike in dopamine than any of that red 40 ass candy could give you. Um, Chicken, eggs, cheese, like you guys get it. It's just like single ingredient foods. I do have a couple exceptions. I don't want to be like only eat single ingredient foods because it's like I eat sourdough bread, which is in theory like a bunch of different. It's like a multi ingredient food. It's a processed food, but sourdough is one of the best breads out there. So there are exceptions to this, but just use your brain. Don't be a fucking don't be a fucking mouth breathing dipshit. Just like get some protein shakes, sourdough. Keep 80% of your diet just single ingredient foods. Okay, so all of these items don't typically have an ingredient list. They are the ingredient. Yep. Nothing with an ingredient list. Just avoid it because you don't know how they make it. Like I don't really know how Whole Foods makes their fucking sourdough bread, but for the most part, like it's not too big of an issue. But like I don't know what the fuck are they putting in there. If I just made it myself, then I would know. But uh, honestly, as long as you're just tracking your food in MyFitnessPal, you'll be fine because the only two numbers you really need to pay attention to is like hit your calories, hit your protein. The only way to know if you're doing that is if you're tracking. And the easiest way to have a healthy diet while tracking is to just track like single ingredient foods. Because if I'm like eating fucking microwavable enchiladas every night and I gotta like figure out which recipe that is in MyFitnessPal, like looking up enchiladas, it'd be a lot easier if I just had a chicken breast and was able to track 100% natural chicken breast in MyFitnessPal instead of looking through all the enchilada recipes for the one that's most similar to the one that I made. So if you just make those three changes though, get rid of anything with an ingredient list. You just avoid it because you don't know how they make it. If you want something crazy like fucking ice cream, brownies, pizza, just make it yourself. And if you track all your food using a food scale in MyFitnessPal, those three changes will guarantee that you drop at least 5 pounds in your first week. I was about to say, I think that's the end of the guide, but here I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it and show you guys exactly what I mean. All right, hopefully this finds some relevancy to the actual video, but this is an inside look of my actual training program. This is one client that just started with me literally a week ago. As you see, today is the 8th of February. This dude started with me like yeah, like a little bit before the end, but like this is like his official start date, which is like the 31st. Bro started off and he's already down 4 pounds. So like I said, yeah, I can guarantee that if you make those three changes, you'll be down like 4 or 5 pounds your first week. The types of foods that my dude's been eating though is like, look, turkey sausage, egg whites with some spinach, just like whole single ingredient foods. Uh, Bro's having like yogurt, bread, just single ingredient foods. I mean, the bread's like a processed food, but like, look, turkey, lettuce, tomatoes, all that stuff, white rice, chicken, ground beef, fucking potatoes, the occasional protein bar. Like I said, I have protein shakes. This is a processed food. I'm not going to lie, but there are exceptions. It's not just like rigid one thing. My dude's just been eating like this like every single day, just staying consistent. As you see, like egg whites, the same sandwich, fucking chicken breast and white rice, just single whole ingredient foods. Just been doing this shit for the last week of his life, and he's been seeing incredible results. Like, look, same shit, eggs, chicken and potatoes, a turkey sandwich with some healthy, like, turkey, lettuce, tomato. He has an orange there. Looks like, yeah, he has a thing of Greek yogurt, which is technically a processed food, but it's like, it's a healthier processed food. So it's like, as long as you just keep your diet for the most part, like, whole single ingredient foods, you could achieve pretty fucking good results. And like, my boy Esteban right here is a perfectly good example of this because, like I said, he just barely started the program on the 31st of January. It's been a day. It's been basically a week. He's already down 4 pounds, and the only switches that he made to his diet, Bro said he's been working out exactly the same. The only switches he made was he started cleaning up his diet. He started getting rid of all the processed shit, and he started including whole single ingredient foods that he's making at home himself. He knows exactly what's going into his diet and the shit that he's eating now. And that's why he's actually starting to see results. So one of the easiest ways that you guys could actually just like get your graph to actually start going down, like what, 4 pounds in 1 week. It's not like he's obese. That's pretty good progress for like somebody who's starting like their first week of cutting. The easiest way you could get that results is to, where's it at? Make these 3 changes right here. Eat nothing with an ingredient list. If you want something that's crazy, make it yourself. I'm not going to say don't ever eat pizza again. Don't ever eat enchiladas again. Don't ever have tacos again. Oh, don't ever have carne asada fries again, or fucking ice cream or brownies. Just learn how to make it yourself. A lot of these things are just simple ingredients that is like, and honestly, cooking is a like basic ass skill that every human being should know. So it's like you just need to not think like, oh well, fucking that all sounds hard. I'm gonna make excuses. It's like no, you just need to level up your skills, bro. Level up the skill of cooking. Level up the skill of tracking your macros. Level up the skill of knowing like learning what your nutrition is. Like level up those skills in life, and everything else will just fall into place. When you actually understand how food works and how to properly fuel your body, everything else just kind of falls into place. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say for the guide. These are kind of just extra. Like I said, I'm gonna commit to posting like 2 high quality videos throughout the week for YouTube of me sitting here talking to like my camera and like giving you guys information that way. But I feel like occasionally I have so many of these like Google Slides presentations that I could be sharing with you. So expect these like maybe every other week or once a month where I'll actually just make like a high quality presentation like this and teach you guys something. If you made it all the way through to the end right now, congratulations to you. That means you don't have a fucking fried attention span. If you're actually able to sit here without any sound effects, you were able to sit here, take in the information, and hopefully apply these 3 things. These are your actionable steps, by the way. Then congrats to you. You just need to go take action. And tell me if this stuff works for you. If basically engage like on the video for the algorithm, follow me on Instagram at cainmcgary, and I'll catch you guys up in the next one.